I love being out in the sun, swimming, just playing in the yard, and what can make that even more fun? A solar-powered water fountain. That's right. Today we're going to be looking at a product by Bulbhead called the Fast Fountain. If you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in as seen on TV items. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down in the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a closer look at this Fast Fountain to see if it's any good. Let's unbox our Fast Fountain that I purchased for around $10 from my local as seen on TV retailer. First things first, it looks like I have some sort of directions. Looks like my spray nozzles and the Fast Fountain itself, and it comes with a little pump. This is covering the solar panel there. All right, so let's take a look at these attachments. I just read through the directions, and let me show you something that makes me sad. This says it comes with 5 tops, but I only have 4. I'm missing this one right here, so I'm thinking this box looked like it was open before I bought it, so maybe one went missing. Anyway, so I will show you what they all look like. First things first, we're going to hook the pump up, and that just goes right in here like that. And then we're going to pick one of the tops to use. I'm going to show you all the ones that I have, but this is the one I'm going to pick first. And so realistically, all you do is clip this right on here. You set it in the sun, and it's supposed to make a little bit of a fountain. First things first, though, we will take off our protective layer just so the solar panel is accessible to the sun. Let's go test it out. I could not have asked for a more beautiful day than today to try out this Fast Fountain. I know you can't feel or hear this, but this motor is buzzing, so that tells me that the pump is working. Let's put it in the pool for the very first time. Well, nothing's happening. I can still feel the motor pumping. Wonder what's going on. After about 30 seconds, I started to see some water spatter out of the front here. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Must mean that the pump didn't have any water in it, and so it needed to start. Oh, that looks pretty cool. So, tell me, what are your thoughts of the Fast Fountain? Have you used this one or one just like it? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. I guess the pump just needed to prime itself and fill with water, but it's shooting up about 14 inches. That is pretty sweet. Now we're going to look at the different tops there, so I'm going to try a different one. This is the one I'll be putting on next. With more holes, you get more of a spray pattern, but it doesn't go up as high. I'd say it's about 10 to 12 inches high, so that would be the big difference between that head and this one. Let's try another one. The next one we're going to try is this one right here, and it looks very similar to the first one we did, except the first one had that line that goes around. I'm not really sure what the difference is. It looks to me like the holes are the same size, but let's try it anyway. I'm not seeing much of a difference. It looks almost the exact same as this other tip, so I'm not really quite sure why we have 2 of the same one, but it's still pretty cool. Now let's try the smallest of the tip sizes that I have. So the difference of this one is it clips right on and does not use the attachment. I really do wish I had the other piece because this might actually push out more water. Let's see what it does. I've had this running for about 3 minutes, and the stream is steadily getting higher. It started out at almost like nothing, and it is kind of neat how it pushes the water through. Now, I was expecting this one to be a rocket as compared to the other ones, but it's still pretty neat. This one you might use in a bird feeder or whatnot. I probably wouldn't use this in the swimming pool. I wanted to show you a side view as best as I could. I noticed the other angle was difficult to see it actually coming out, but you can see that it's coming out of the water. It looks really neat as it floats around. The Fast Fountain does a great job on a day like today when it's full sun and no clouds, but as soon as a cloud comes over, the fountain virtually shuts off. I notice the same thing when pool toys float by it or someone walks by it. As soon as there's a shadow placed on this solar panel, it doesn't work anymore. So in my opinion, this thing would be a whole lot better if it had some sort of an internal battery where it could harness the energy of the sun when it's full sun like now. And so when you do have some sort of a cloud coverage, it still works. Over the last few weeks that I've been using this, we've had some gloomy days, and this thing is really sad just floating around in the pool doing absolutely nothing. I just wanted to point that out. In this video, we were looking at the bulb head fast fountain. It's an as seen on TV solar powered fountain for your pools, your bird bath, your duck ponds, or whatever. So what did I think of it? Well, first things first, that $10 price point, awesome. Half the price of a typical as seen on TV product. You can't go wrong there. Plus, in the high sun, this works really, really well. You get a great fountain no matter which setting that you pick. And I really, really like that. And it was really cool. Now, that's kind of where the pros ended. What didn't I like? One, cloud coverage, shadow, whatnot. This thing just went from a fountain to nothing. And that was very, very frustrating. Like I said before, I wish it came with some sort of a battery backup just so you could use it when it's cloudy. Anyway, in my opinion, this is great for pools or bird baths or duck ponds. Just like I said before, if this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I will say from time to time when this was just floating around in the pool, maybe it was bumped or jostled and the motor actually fell out of this area. And I thought, man, that's frustrating. I really wish there was a tube connecting from here to the top. Anyway, so you're going to have to reassemble this. Now this part actually came out from the top. So you can either put that in by itself and then attach the pump to it. Of course, then you're going to have to reattach your piece. But that does fall out from time to time. And that is pretty frustrating, just so you know that. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of Fast Fountain, the as seen on TV solar-powered fountain. And if you've watched any of my recent videos, this is not the first video that Fast Fountain made an appearance. Not that long ago, I actually reviewed a product called the Plugsit, and it's a vinyl pool patch plug. And in that video, I actually had the Fast Fountain in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link my review for Plugsit right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.